Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5 best HDR supporting TV. Starting at number 5. Sony X90J 4K TV. The Sony X90J could be a good shout for those with a large enough budget who aren't bothered about a high-end OLED screen. It has excellent image quality, thanks in part to a new cognitive XR processor rolled out to Sony's top 2021 sets, making for excellent upscaling and contrast control. The X90J also sports the new Google TV Smart platform for easy setup and broad app support, as well as the perks of Google Cast from Android devices. There's Dolby Vision HDR and Dolby Atmos audio packed in too. When it comes to gaming, the X90J has a 120Hz panel with 4K resolution and 2 full-spec HDMI 2. There are still a few lingering issues, including middling off-axis viewing and struggles with direct daylight. And the X90J will no doubt be beaten by the capabilities of its step-up X95J model, for a small uptick in cost. Still, the Sony X90J succeeds in delivering stellar performance for a reasonable price. Coming at number 4. TCL 6 Series QLED with MiniLED R635. When we discovered that the new TCL 6 Series 2020 QLED R635 would use MiniLED back at CES, we were shocked. That's because, just last year, that same technology came to the high-end 8 series and cost hundreds of dollars more than the ultra-affordable 6 series. It's not the end-all, be-all LED LCD we were dreaming it would be due to its limited brightness and poor motion handling. But it truly is an exceptional value and one that we'd recommend to nearly everyone. The 6 series is brighter than before, more colorful, and doesn't have a single hint of haloing or light bleed. It's designed in a new way to hide your cables, and it's the first TV to come with THX certified game mode for 1440p/120Hz gaming. It's not exactly the TV we'd recommend to next-gen ready gamers looking for a perfect companion for the Xbox Series X or PS5 that can push 4K at 120 frames per second, but if you're buying a TV to binge Netflix, stream Hulu, or, well, basically just enjoy your viewing experience, this is the 4K UHD TV that we'd recommend for you. At number 3. Sony A90J OLED series. Sony hasn't held back in pricing the new A90J 4K TV with OLED, but we believe the performance does justify the hefty price tag. Picture quality, from any source, is about as good as it currently gets from any 4K screen. And in every meaningful department, motion control, contrast, edge definition, detail levels, you name it. For those moments when you're reduced to watching sub-4K content, it's great at upscaling, too. Although complete packages seldom come cheap. Xbox Series X gamers should watch out, though, as there's no VRR support. Though you'll find the 4K/120Hz capability and auto low latency mode to match any PS5 console. Number 2 of my list. LG G2 Gallery Series OLED. If price isn't a concern for you and you simply want the best TV you can buy at any price point, well, then you want the LG G2 OLED. The OLED 65 G2 uses its extra brightness to make pretty much every frame of any source you care to mention look even more sublime than it has on any LG OLED before. Although the G2 OLED shares the same gallery design name as its GX and G1 predecessors, it actually looks completely different. Gone is the dark frame and chamfered edges. In is a nifty 2-layer effect where a thin black rear slab sits proud of and slightly narrower than a chunkier front tier housing the screen that's encased in a very fetching and opulent-looking silver metal coat. The quality of the G2 OLED's connections is beyond reproach. That, plus you'll still have one HDMI left for adding a 4K Blu-ray player or streaming box. To anyone familiar with LG's OLED TVs over the years, The impact made by the extra brightness the heat sink unlocks is instantly obvious. The extra brightness gives colors more volume and punch, regardless of whether you're talking about a very vibrant, rich tone or a subtle, mild one. The end result is an OLED TV so supreme that it just barely misses the mark of our #1 spot. Only because its price puts it a bit far out of reach for the average TV watcher. Cinephiles, however, should certainly invest. And #1. LG C2 Series OLED TV. After dropping a few spots in 2021, the LG C2 OLED reclaims the top spot on our list of the best TVs in 2022. That's due to a number of improvements LG has made to this year's model compared to the LG C1 OLED. Improvements for 2022 include the new Alpha A9 Gen 5 processor, which is designed to offer better object enhancement and dynamic tone mapping than its predecessor. As well as that, you're getting a virtual surround sound, with the TV upscaling stereo content into 7. In addition to those improvements, the C2 OLED carries forward the 4 separate HDMI 2.1 ports that it inherited from the C1 OLED, meaning it's the perfect companion for the PS5, Xbox Series X, and Xbox Series S. The LG C2 isn't flawless, however. Off-axis color saturation does diminish a bit when you move to the left or right of the screen, when compared to the new QD OLED models, and LG doesn't support either the IMAX Enhanced or HDR10+ format. Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.